Welcome back to my channel, Adventures in America. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jocelyn, and for today's topic, I'm going to discuss how to fill out the CDC Attestation Form. CDC stands for Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. All passengers to the US must fill out this form. However, there are some updates, and there is now the latest version of the CDC Attestation Form, and it has an expiration date of 6/30/2022. Beginning April 14, parents or guardians of children under 2 do not need to complete the attestation on their behalf. The CDC Attestation Form is now easier to fill out. Section 1, this is for U.S. citizens and permanent residents 2 years and older. For Section 2, this is for non-U.S. citizens who are not immigrants 2 years and older. Where do you find the CDC Attestation Form? You can find this at the CDC website, but today I'm going to show you how to fill out the form. Here's the latest version of the CDC Attestation Form. There are now currently 5 pages, which is shorter or lesser than the previous form, and the expiration date is now 6/30/2022. So I've noticed this form is now easier to fill out. Let's navigate this new version. So I'm going to show you the Section 1. But before that, please remember that U.S. citizens and permanent residents do not need to be vaccinated, or you don't need to present proof of vaccination. Okay, for Section 1, all passengers 2 years or older flying to the U.S. must complete Section 1. So all U.S. citizens and permanent residents must complete Section 1. You just need to indicate your first name and last name and click the My Own Behalf, and then select negative departure test result or documentation of recovery from COVID-19. So you need to present either proof of negative COVID test or documentation of recovery. So after selecting your choice, you can just scroll down and go to the signature section. You can also fill out Section 2 if you are fully vaccinated, but you can skip this if you are not vaccinated. I'm just showing to you what Section 2 is all about. Okay, so let's scroll down. Go to the print name, add your name and add your date, and also sign the form. And that's it for U.S. citizens and permanent residents. Now for non-U.S. citizens and non-immigrants, proceed to Section 2 directly. Section 2 of the form, you must provide information for your proof of vaccination. So any passenger 2 years or older who is not a US citizen, US national, or lawful permanent resident. So add your first name and last name, or choose My Own Behalf or on behalf of another person. Okay, so you must have proof of vaccination, and either you must have a negative pre-departure test result or documentation of recovery from COVID. There is also Section C, which is the humanitarian exemption. So indicate this if you have an exemption to that testing requirement. After selecting your choice, you can now scroll down and provide for your vaccination status if you are fully vaccinated or if you are not fully vaccinated. So if you are fully vaccinated, you can just go ahead and scroll down and print your name and then indicate the date and sign the form. So it's not that difficult. Okay, so let's proceed to the other requirements. We are still on the non-US citizen and non-immigrant rule, and the requirement is that you must be fully vaccinated. However, if you are not fully vaccinated, there are covered exceptions. The most common covered exception is that if you are a child between ages 2 through 17 years. So you needed to complete section D. So I'm just showing to you all the covered exceptions. So if you are a child between 2 to 17, complete D only and then sign the form to complete the attestation. If you scroll down and go to D, there are exceptions: child 2 to 17 and participant in certain COVID-19 vaccine trials. So you must attest, check all the boxes that you needed to be tested with a COVID-19 viral test 3 to 5 days after arriving, and to self-isolate for a full 5 calendar days. So you also need to put a check mark and then proceed to the signature page. Another covered exception is that if you are medically exempted. So under section 2, any passenger ages 2 years or older who is not a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. So let's say, for example, you can select here negative pre-departure test or documentation of proof of recovery. And let's say you are not fully vaccinated because of a medical condition, then select the medical contraindication to an accepted COVID-19 vaccine. So you needed to complete E only, then sign the form. So the instructions are clear. So scroll down and go to E, and you needed to put a check mark. You needed to be tested and you needed to self-quarantine. And also, if you test positive, you must also put a check mark on this side. And then add your signature. In essence, here is the summary of information that we have discussed. First, you must get the latest version of the CDC Attestation Form. In addition, you must also print ahead or fill out in digital form with signature. If you needed to fill out this form at the airport, please arrive early, and the form will be provided at the airport. The CDC Attestation Form provides for your COVID testing within 1 day of flying to the US or your proof of recovery within 90 days of flying. Also, US citizens and permanent residents do not need to show proof of vaccination. Proof of vaccination for COVID is required for non-US citizens flying to the US. For US citizens and permanent residents, either you must have a 1-day testing, 1-day negative test, or proof of recovery within 90 days. For all other passengers, such as non-US citizens, you must either have proof of full vaccination plus negative test, or proof of vaccination and proof of recovery within 90 days of flying. The CDC form is being provided by the airline personnel before you check in, but you can either go ahead and print and fill out the form, or you can fill out a digital copy with your signature. I would advise, if you are going to the airport without having the CDC attestation form, just go to the airport early and fill out the form. This form is being provided. If you are going to fill out the CDC attestation form ahead of time, make sure that you fill out the latest version of the attestation form. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if you are planning to travel in the US soon and you have already booked your flight and you wanted to share your travel experience, please share in the comments section below. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.